problem is it's late. 8 is late for me.
Well, here's the thing.
Okay, guys.
That time doesn't work for you.
This is test number 2. Test number 2.
Content will be available up to 7 days within that time frame. So you don't have to 8 o'clock.
Test number 2 for
you can do it
the
at another time.
But it'd be great to
live
set,
streaming.
But you could go, so I could jump the gun and go
We
1 hour
will be
earlier.
live streaming
Just a little
in
bit.
the next couple of weeks
After it's broadcast, you can still
with
access
a
the
full
content
schedule.
up to 7 days. Friday night.
I'm just wondering maybe if they're going to broadcast
being
at
posted
8
as
p.m.
well.
Eastern, I could maybe log in.
Live streaming in the next couple
All right,
weeks.
I'll check it out. All right, I'm trying to break the rules here. Bottom line is this. Dr. Gary Chapman, yes, he is hosting something called Date Night at Home. He normally does this before a live audience. This is going to be unique, different, and really cool. Get registered right now, May 7th, 8 p.m. All you do is text the word date to our number here, 312-274-9624. Date to 312-274-9624. Get registered. By the way, coming up, Dr. Gary and Barb Rosberg.
I have tasted all that this world has to offer. The here and gone, the please you want more, but can't satisfy. Father, forgive me for taking so long to see that you're all I need. With every heartbeat in my chest, Lord, I surrender all that I have. The days yet to come, the days in the past, I'm giving you all I am. With lifted hands, with lifted hands. You show me mercy when I've done nothing to deserve it. You see the best in me beneath the dust, 'cause that's how you love. Yeah, that's how you love. You rush through my veins, I'm wrecked and I'm changed in my soul. Will sing. Heaven or grave, there is no place I can go to escape your love. Heaven or grave, there is no place I can go to escape your love. So with every heartbeat in my chest, Lord, I surrender.
Okay, this looks great. This looks great. I can see the 15-minute chart, 60-minute chart, 4-hour chart, the daily chart. We see that it's Euro, Japanese yen. We can see that.
Brian Stevenson, lift him up, guys.
I'm gonna change it to
That's the
Euro,
posture of power in
Aussie real
relationships. We're
quick.
talking all week long about a new thing today. What's the new thing God is doing in you through relationships? Coming up in just a couple of minutes, Dr. Gary and Barb Rosberg. You are going to love this couple. My bride and I love them dearly. We didn't get much time with them, but once a year we were with them in St. Pete, Florida. We're part of the Family Life speaking team, and they are amazing marriage coaches. Hang on, you're in for a treat. Coming up right after news.
Good morning. You're listening to 90.1 WMBI FM in HD1 Chicago. The Pentagon is awarding the Purple Heart to more than 24 service members who were wounded in the Iran missile strike earlier this year. The missile attack was a retaliatory strike for the killing of a top Iranian general and left over 100 troops with traumatic brain injuries. Wall Street futures are rising as investors pin their hopes on moves to reopen the economy. Dow, S&P 500, and NASDAQ futures all are up around 1%. Dow futures are up more than 200 points right now. All three indexes added value on Monday. More than 40 states have begun relaxing some of the lockdowns they imposed to slow the spread of the coronavirus. In the midst of the coronavirus pandemic, teachers have been thrust into an unprecedented situation with schools closed from coast to coast. Today is Teacher Appreciation Day, a day to thank these educators for stepping up for the support they've continued to give to students. Some restaurants are offering specials for teachers, and this time around, even parents who suddenly found themselves teaching at home. So, if you're a parent teaching at home or a teacher teaching at home, you qualify for some special orders. Go get yourself some dinner tonight. Treat yourself. And that's your news. Let's get on over to weather and traffic with Super Di.
Early morning rain and drizzle should end by late afternoon and evening, and it's 45 degrees, pretty much our high today. We're going to hover around 48, actually. Then tomorrow's high a little closer to 60 degrees. As we do look to the roadways again, they are wet, they are damp, they are slick, so you do want to be careful out there. Little buildup on the Kennedy either way between O'Hare and downtown 25. The Ryan at 18 minutes, 95th into downtown. Clearing an outbound Ryan accident in the Express at 47th. Not too bad for Northwest Indiana. You're updated. I'm Diana.
Coming to you live from the Morningstar Mission sponsored studios. This is Carl and Crew Mornings on 90.1 FM, Moody Radio.
All right, guys, here we go. Blockbuster Day. Gary Chapman last hour talking about that date night that's coming up Thursday night. Here's the deal. We've got a central passage for everything. What, boy, you got to ground this in the Word of God. Check this out. Isaiah 43, verse 19. Behold, I am doing a new thing. Isaiah spoke the words of God. This is what God is saying to Israel. I'm doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? An interesting take on this is open your eyes. Sometimes new things can happen, and we don't perceive it because we don't have eyes that are open to it. So open them up. What's God doing around you guys? And then it goes on to say, I will make a way in the wilderness and streams in the desert.
Okay, so
commentary has a cool
just
little thing
change
on this.
the
I'm gonna mention
dark
it all
theme
week
'cause
long.
it's day
Couple
now.
reasons. One is you get an understanding for how powerful a resource
So
can
you
be.
guys already know.
And here it is. Rather than looking to the past at what the Lord has done, Israel is called to see what God is doing and what he will do in the future. So this is awesome because today we're asking you to take a look at what's God doing right now, how's he working, and is God at work in a way that you can just jump up and say, this is it, Carl and Crew, this is it. What's the new thing God is doing in you through relationships? Coming up here in a couple of minutes, we've got dear friends of, well, they aren't dear friends. We don't know them that well, but we dearly love this couple. They are really marriage coaches in a big way. We had the privilege of speaking with them in the Family Life Speaker team, and they are armed and ready to go. Dr. Gary and Barb Rosberg coming up in just a couple of minutes. Are you wanting to sharpen up that love relationship? Have things grown cold? Hang on. Help is on the way.
I've been thinking about time, and where does it go? How can I stop my life from passing me by? I don't know. I've been thinking about family, now it's going so fast. When I wake up one morning, just wishing that I could go back. I've been thinking about lately, baby, I can make a change and let it change me. So I hold on my heart, and this is my prayer. stay where you are. All I got is one shot, one try. One go around in this beautiful life. Nothing is wasted when everything's placed in your hands. Singing, oh, keep me in the moment. Got me living with my eyes wide open. 'Cause I don't wanna miss what you have for me. Singing, oh, show me what matters. And go away while I'm chasing after. 'Cause I don't wanna miss what you have for me. Keep me in the moment. Keep me in the moment. And the promise you hold. So it's all eyes on you until the day you call me home. Sing it out, God, keep me in the moment. Come in here with my eyes wide open. 'Cause I don't wanna miss what you have for me. I don't wanna miss, I don't wanna miss. Sing it out, show me what matters. Go away while I'm chasing after. 'Cause I don't wanna miss what you have for me. Keep me in the moment. Keep me in the moment. Keep me in the moment. 'Cause I don't wanna miss what you have for me. Keep me in the moment. 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 'Cause I don't wanna miss what you have for me.
And that fits perfectly. Jeremy Camp, keep me in the moment. And this is what we get. How cool is this, guys? Think about this. Keep me in the moment. This is what we find. Isaiah 43:19. Behold, I'm doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? What have we been talking about the last 2 days here? Fact is, something new can be missed. Got to keep our eyes open.
And not look behind us.
That's exactly right. That was the challenge. Isaiah's speaking God's words to the nation of Israel. He says, I'm doing a new thing. Don't look back in nostalgia, hoping that everything's going to be that way. God's doing something new today. Okay, I've got a marathon coach right now. You knew that, right?
Yeah.
She's an awesome coach, man. She's good looking too, my bride. I got a great coach. I need to clarify right away.
Yes, you do.
She's my bride, Janine, and she's run 2 marathons. This old geezer, I've never run one, but I'm training. And she's encouraging me, and we're making headway. Yeah, and she's telling me, bub, you got to stretch a little bit before you run. You can't go out cold like that. And so she's getting me all dialed in. If you're sitting in a situation right now where you've got a marriage that you need a little bit of a coach in, boy, have we got a treat for you. Dr. Gary and Barb Rosberg, right around the corner. You're going to love this couple if you've never heard them before.
Moody Radio is thankful for support for businesses across the country, like Fellowship Home Loans. Whether purchasing or refinancing a home, Mike and Brian walk hand in hand with clients through the whole process. You can learn more about their approach to mortgage lending at fellowshiphomeloans.com.
Christians have an affordable and credible way of meeting their healthcare costs. It's Christian Healthcare Ministries, or CHM. CHM is America's longest-serving health cost-sharing ministry. A Better Business Bureau accredited charity, CHM members have shared nearly $4.5 billion of each other's medical bills. It's not insurance. It's Christians financially and spiritually supporting one another. That's what CHM has done since 1981. Learn more at chministries.org. chministries.org.
When bad weather hits, the roofs on homes and businesses really take a beating. Moody Radio is thankful for Bott Roofing. They focus on leak and moisture control as well as roof repairs and replacements. More information is at bottroof.com. That's BOTT roof.com.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens may be someone's favorite things, but we've got more practical things. The Moody Radio moms work hard to bring you the content you enjoy while being mom at home. And we know our listener moms work hard to do it all too. So we've made a list of our favorite mom things. To win, visit moodyradio.org/Chicago, because you deserve it.
Want to hear that again? You can find the best of each show on carlandcrew.org.
You need a coach? We got a coach, a couple of them. Let's do a proper introduction and get my friends in here.
Dr. Gary and Barb Rosberg, sought after life and marriage coaches, award-winning authors, beloved international marriage conference speakers for more than 35 years. They're also the founders of the international ministry, America's Family Coaches, as well as the co-founders of Impact Iowa's Heroes, which is designed to honor and strengthen the marriages of first responders and military personnel.
Yeah, they are amazing, and they're with us right now. Good morning, Dr. Gary and Barb. How you doing?
Hey, Carl.
Good to see you.
We're doing great. How are you, Carl?
We're doing well. It's been forever since we have chatted, but it is good to have you on here in Chicago. We got a ton of hungry people here that want to jump right in. So let's get into the topic. Let's get into the topic at hand. All right, here's what's going on with COVID-19, and we know this from callers that are calling in, from people we know. I'm pastoring a church here in downtown Chicago. It kind of goes both ways. Nothing really in the middle. Either COVID-19 is driving, how do we say this, couples apart. Now let's just cut to the chase here. Or it's driving couples together. All right, Gary and Barb, what's the game changer? What causes people to go north in their relationships versus going south?
Well, Carl and Allie, we're going to give you 3 C's.
Okay.
It starts with concern. If we are other-centered and we exercise concern and we put up our antenna and we are paying attention, and Carl, as we used to co-teach, be a student of our mates. If we are alert to what's going on and we have a concern for our spouse, for our kids, for our family, that leads them to a sense of connection. And when that connection occurs, it means that a husband and a wife are turned into one another and they're taking each other's temperature and moving close. And then that leads to a sense of exercising care, the 3rd C, where we are being caring and we're doing those small moment behaviors, attitudes, time to pray together, to encourage one another, and to be other-centered. So if we go from concern to connection to care, that can help that relationship go north rather than south.
Barb, I want to go to you for this question. A lot of times, and I'm sure you hear this all the time, relationships, marriages can get stuck in certain